Welcome to the 365 Performance Show with your host, Scott Dillon.
So I mentioned in that podcast the other week about how I began to wean myself off alcohol. And the whole process has been really interesting for me because I've been considering doing it for quite some time, probably around the past 4 to 6 months, but it was only literally around a month ago now that I began to just cancel it completely. So I'm not an alcoholic in the sense of the word that I'm drinking every day or everything like that, but over the course of the weekend I'd like to have a couple of drinks. Probably the most I'd normally have is around maybe 7 or 8 spread out over the course of the weekend. So it's not nothing, it's also not 2 cases of beer, but at the end of the day it's a fair bit for me. So the first thing that I began to just monitor when I was drinking was I would subconsciously tell myself throughout the week that I deserve something, and it would always be at the height of my emotions. For instance, if I had a really good day at work, say on a Wednesday, my Wednesday at work was absolutely amazing, I'd find myself in the back of my head telling myself, wow, yeah, that was a great day, I can't wait to have a drink on the weekend and celebrate. Likewise, if I had a really bad day, I could have just had the shits, not really happy, just basically want to go to bed and wake up the next day. And if I had a day like that and I was a bit down, I'd also find myself saying in the back of my head, oh, what a crap day, can't wait to have a drink on the weekend. Like I said, I was never one to drink during the week. I think that's a bad habit, or at least I felt like it's something that I never wanted to do. But I never really recognized how much I started to bank my drinks throughout the week based off of my emotions. And it was always based off of if I had a really good day or if I had a really bad day. So that was one of the first pieces I noticed. And just in general, over the previous couple of months while I was drinking, I was monitoring how I felt over the course of me drinking. Because everyone tells us, oh, I can't wait to have a beer or a drink just to relax me. But I found that while, yes, the first drink did, after that 20 minutes or so, I didn't really feel as relaxed, and it didn't matter how much I drank. If I drank another 2 or 3 drinks, I didn't feel any better or more relaxed than that first one. And I think a lot of that has to do just with a bunch of sugar in the drink to begin with. And then the third piece is, how did it all happen? How did I start drinking in the first place? And to be perfectly honest, and you can judge me again if you want to, that's cool. I started drinking, I think I had my first proper drink when I was 16. I went to some little kids party, I was nervous, there was chicks everywhere, didn't really know how I was going to speak to everyone. I'm oh, this stuff might help. So I'm pretty sure I drank 2 glasses of my mum's dirty goon bag, and it began to make me talk a bit more and socialise a bit better. It started to make me more easier to communicate with other people. But here's the thing, now I'm a little bit older, I'm not 16 anymore, only a tiny bit older, but I found myself, and you've probably heard through these podcasts, as we get older, we're a bit more driven, and we do all these challenges and we set goals to help ourselves grow and develop. And at the end of the day, by growing and developing, why do we do that? We just want to build our confidence and our character. But here's the thing, I was finding myself that when I would be in social situations, with a lot of people that I didn't necessarily know, without me even thinking, that thought process of when I was a 16-year-old was still hanging around. I was always finding myself in the back of my head saying, oh God, I don't know anyone, geez, I better have a drink because that way I can socialise with everyone, I can relax and I can communicate and have a good time. But every single time those opportunities were presenting themselves to me when I was going to be around a bunch of people that I didn't know, that was a perfect opportunity, a perfect challenge for me to begin to overcome and develop myself without the need of alcohol and increase my skills with communication. And these things, they didn't require me to set 90-day targets, work my butt off and murder myself in the gym or anything like that. All I needed to do is basically make a conscious decision to not drink and just go in there, have some fun without the requirement on any other substance. So if you drink or whatever, that's completely cool. Like I said, I don't have any issues with it whatsoever, but maybe we can use the word addiction, you can use the word whatever you like, but maybe there's something else that you find yourself that sort of holds you back or that you desire heaps. It may not be alcohol, it could be maybe it's food, or maybe it's Coke, or maybe it's something else. But I just want you to have a thing. Is it this thing that's been in your life for a really, really long time? You tell yourself all the time that you need it, you must have it. But at the end of the day, you're not maybe spending any time just sitting on it and having a think, hang on, is this really serving me? The thing that I'm telling myself that it does, is it really doing that? Because when I began to recognize that me telling myself, I need a beer to relax, I need a beer to celebrate, it actually wasn't helping me celebrate or relax at all. Because in the moment I'd have the beer, but then I'd be waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning when my liver's overworking. I'd be waking up at 3 a.m. to do a wee because I'm so dehydrated. I wouldn't have a good sleep. So the next morning I'd be a bit foggy, not as productive. It really wasn't making me relax at all. It was actually kind of ruining me. But I never really took the time to consider it and have a think about what it was doing, because I was just so focused of being in the moment and not recognizing what it was that I was doing to myself. Something to think about. I think I'm at around day 28 right now. I don't really have any cravings at all. I'm just kind of enjoying, to be honest, waking up earlier and not feeling dusty or having a funny mouth. Anyway, I hope you have a great day. Hope you're not freezing to death, and I hope you're enjoying no daylight savings. Once again, if you haven't already, go check out our book. It's at stopstopping.com.au. If you're struggling with your goals or just not sure where you're going at the moment, it can be a book that can really help you spend some time to just consider that. It's a really easy read. I think it's something you can benefit from. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon.